Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 10 minutes. Very quickly, when I say live, what I mean is that this is a situation where I'm recording myself, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time, compared to having already recorded everything and then coming back and explaining what's already happened. So this is not a trade recap. This is not some sort of post commentary. I literally don't know what's coming next. So if you just want an unscripted, raw, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then this will be a video for you. A little context, I've already actually made one trade. Happened so fast, didn't have time to get the software up, but you can see the timestamps right there. And if you look closely enough, you'll see that that trade took 4 seconds. So 4 seconds, put a quick $75 into my pocket, which is kind of crazy. If I imagine walking down the street and I see a $75 bill sitting there and I think, you know, it'll take me 4 seconds to bend over and pick up that $75 bill. To me, that's worth the time. Now, if I was like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, that would probably actually be a waste of their time. But for me, I am not them. So I was gladly happy to take that $75 in 4 seconds. But again, and it was on this move right here when the candle just plunged. Didn't nail the bottom, but got pretty close to the bottom, and then that bounce right there was plenty of room to give me a profit on it. So I am technically starting up $75, and I'm still very curious about SBFM. Who knows, maybe a pre-market trade on it. We'll see what happens, but I will pause for now, and I'll be back either with a pre-market trade or I'll just be back at the official open. I have an order at 875 here. I go ahead and change that to 850 now. Would like to see Tesla down around 1035, maybe a little bit below. So I'm trying to time it up where I think the options price could be. So again, need to see Tesla come down a bit more. I will go ahead and pause for now. I'm going to try to pick up a put here at 30.75. So I'll need, I'm not filled. White means order's been submitted but not filled. If that turns to green, that means I'm filled. All right, well, I've given that plenty of time so I can reassess the situation. Maybe try 30.50 now. Well, it looks like I missed it because there it goes. Well, right idea, but I couldn't time it up to get filled. So it is what it is. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, I have an order at 29.50. Trying to get another put again. Wow, quite a pain to try to get filled here. I mean, it's looking like I have it timed up pretty good, because I'd like to be trying to get filled if Tesla stock hits 1045. So it never quite hit there, which would make sense. So in all actuality, I seem to have that dialed in pretty well of where I'd want to get filled. There we go. In there, just one contract. So, you know, I'm not going to make a killing on it. But if it goes against me, I'm not going to lose a whole lot either. And out there for a quick $100 scalp. So, you idiot, I should have done 5 contracts. That would have been $500, would have put me over $500. $500 a day keeps the day job away, but no, only did 1 contract, which is totally fine. I'm saying that just jokingly because had that thing gone wrong, and then with 5 contracts, I'd be staring at a much bigger loss. But yeah, have you ever been there before where you practice discipline, you know, your position sizing correctly, and then you play the game of, had I done more, I would have made that much. Yeah, but just remember, from one trader to another, that is a two-sided coin. The other side of the coin being, yeah, but what happens if you had been wrong? You know, then you're looking at a much different situation. Still am potentially interested in this one. 1038 looks like a key breakdown point, but overall the markets have me a bit skeptical. It's because I'm not quite sure if the market wants to bounce right now, and if it does, then that's not gonna help me out on a short-sided trade here for Tesla. But all right, so now I am up 175. All right, watching 1038 here. Whoop, missed it. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Tight leash on this one. But looking for a continued move down, because in my mind, it got the break, so now it should start to pick up and start breaking down. But if it doesn't, then I want out. So tight leash. But let's see if I'm right that was the key breakdown point right there. Don't really like how it's hesitating, but you got to give it a little bit of space here, or a little bit of time. Come on down. Come on. Come on. Need you down through 1036. Come on. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, did it go? No, I don't think it got down through 1036, did it? Low of, oh, hit right off of 1036. And let's see if we can get 1036, or better yet, a break below. Hitting it again. Okay, there we go. Took 75 off. Have 25 left. All right, and I'll take there. So that was a $158 trade. Very nice. Especially for what I was risking. Like I said, had a very tight leash on it. So got the break well above what I was risking on that one, which is fantastic. Again, that was one where, in my mind, if it broke that level, it was going to break down. But if it didn't, then I needed to get out. But it did break. Oh, there we go. And break. Okay, I need to stop talking. Let's go over to the options. And now potentially, what is that, about 1027? Yeah, so let's go 1030. There we go. 29. Just double checking some things. Okay, so if Tesla now wants to break down below 11, or excuse me, 1030, then I'd be interested in playing some calls here. Ideally, this thing gets down around the 1027-ish area. So still got a ways to go, but I mean, it is Tesla. So 1027, I don't think is as far away as it may appear right now. But there we go. Now I am up 333, but let's see if Tesla can come down some more. We're going to try to pick up a put here at 2850. There we go. In. So again, just one put, so I'm not going to, make a killing on anything. There we go. So quick $75 scalp there. Happy with that. Again, don't worry. The voice, you don't have to say it in the comment section. You don't have to. The voice is already showing up for me. Why didn't I do more? Well, because what happens if that had been wrong and that little miniature trend would have continued? Then I'd be sitting there saying, why did I do so much? But it's all about risk management. It's all about being skeptical, right? It's all about actually kind of being a negative-minded person. I get it. It seemed... All right, I can't talk right now. 1030, there we go. Uh, 27 now. I'm interested Tesla at 1022, which is a ways away, but again, maybe not as far away as it seems, given it's Tesla. And no, Clay, you should be still holding your put. I understand, but that was just that was a scalp. That was a Not the type of trade plan it was to hold on to it, just simply a scalp. But yes, I do agree. I did choose the wrong strategy. The strategy should not have been scalp. Obviously, it should have been let it work for me. But again, this is all in hindsight. So I hear what you're saying, and I agree with you. But again, this is live. I don't have the convenience of hindsight when I'm making these decisions. But yeah, let's see if Tesla can get down to 1022, and if it does, then I am certainly interested in trying to play some calls. In fact, for those of you that are wondering, hey, Clay, how does your chat room work? I'll show you. So what did I say? 1022, right? Yeah, 1022. Interesting support. 5 minute. We'll look to play calls. So just making that alert to the community. Now, does that mean that people have to do it? Absolutely not. It's just an alert. People can agree. People can disagree. But it's just a way to work together to point out certain dynamics, because you only have 2 eyeballs, right? So given you only have 2 eyeballs, you're going to miss things just by nature. But when you have kind of a real life scanner like that, which is based on other people, then, maybe sometimes someone like, oh, wow, yeah, I didn't even see that. Again, that doesn't mean that people just blindly follow one another. It's not a group of sheep, but it is very helpful in the sense of, just throwing out potential setups that others are not aware of because maybe they're watching something else. But as of now, looking like that's not going to happen because quite the bounce. So maybe, just maybe, do I try to pick up some puts again? And maybe I'm wrong here. It just feels like Tesla could just snap back upwards, which is why I just keep doing these one contract puts, because just not quite sure. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. All right, I'm going to try for a call at 29, thinking this could be a fake breakdown. So it's going to need a breakdown through these lows, but I'm thinking it might not actually be a genuine breakdown. I could see it snapping back up. So we'll see if that happens or not. But step one will be the price needs to first break down. So we'll see if that even occurs, but I'll pause. Okay, here comes the breakdown. There is the breakdown. I'm at 28.75. So I need it to break down a little bit. And I am at 28.75. I'm going to try to get one here at 30. I think that was the breakdown. I can have a very tight leash on this one. Yep. Nope, there it goes. See, I was right, but that's a problem, right? It was a fake breakdown. I was right about that, but notice I'm not making any money from it. Welcome to the challenging world of trading. It's fantastic. Like, that sounds cool, right? Maybe you're like, wow, Clay, you said it was a fake breakdown, and it was. Yeah, I guess that's cool, but am I making any money from it? Nope. So just because you have analysis on, just because you were right, let me repeat that. Just because you had the right analysis, just because your overall premise was correct, doesn't mean you're going to make any money, right? Nothing happened. So, I was trying, but it just didn't quite work out. So in a sick and twisted way, I guess I'm glad that happened because it illustrates a very key example. Now with it coming back down, I'm going back to being interested at 1022, because if this comes back down, then that, very well may be a breakdown. But right now, what does it want to do? Does it want to bounce again, or does it want to come down? I don't know. To me, I feel like that's a coin flip, and I don't like coin flip trades. If I feel as though my odds are just 50-50, that's just gambling at that point. I want to feel as though I have some sort of edge. And right now, I feel like the price could go in either direction. But if it does want to break down and get to 1022, I would definitely be very, very interested. You got to be kidding me. I didn't get the video rolling because it didn't ever quite hit 1022. Hit a low of 1022.43, and look at this. The power of charts. But once, all right, I got to stop. Look at this bounce. Maybe there's maybe I should be getting ready some puts here. All right, I got to stop talking for now. 1030. $29.50. See if I can pick up a put here. There we go. In. Let's see if this thing wants to come back down, because that was quite the crazy move here. Again, let's see if it wants to work its way back down. It's going to definitely need to get down below 1030 if I'm going to have a chance to scalp out. Am I out? Oh, wow, that was fast. Just like that. Anyways, going back to my point, you heard me talk about 1022, and I, like I said, I didn't get the video rolling because I wanted to see if it was going to get filled, because I don't want to have dead time. But it never quite hit 1022, like I was saying. It hit 1022.43, and then look at this bounce. Again, the power of charts. They're a very useful tool. But again, it's not just charts, right? You got to, there's just those little fine-tuning things that and you're never going to be perfect, right? So this is what I mean is, it's great, and you better be able to analyze. You better be able to make good decisions, but just realize that just because you make a general good decision in terms of, in this situation, locating 1022, think about it. In hindsight, did I really need to let it go down 43 more cents? Of course not. In hindsight, that is. But it is what it is. So, like I said, I'm very pleased with how this video has turned out, in the sense of, just showing the power of charts. And this is certainly something that anybody can learn how to do, but also goes to show that there is more that goes into making money as a trader than just simply being able to analyze something. Because you saw here, what was it? Definitely two instances where I absolutely nailed it, but I didn't make any money from it. So a good learning lesson there. But where am I at? 508. So $500 a day keeps the day job away. It's 1030. So 1 hour, $500. I am more than happy with that. And a little trick that I like to always use is to keep things in perspective. What's minimum wage? So, and I just made $500 in 1 hour. Who would not be happy with that? But let's change it. Let's say you made $50 in 1 hour. Imagine going up to somebody that makes minimum wage and saying, I only made $50 in an hour. And you're acting all like ungrateful about it. They're going to think you are the greediest savage ever. So even if you just made $50 in an hour or whatever, or maybe it was $50 in a half an hour, ask yourself, if I were to go up and complain to somebody about this that's making minimum wage, how would they view me? And that's a good way, at least for me, a little mind trick I use to be grateful about the profits that I've generated. So yes, if I can make $500 in an hour, I'm certainly more than happy with that. So I am moving on with my day. A final few things. If you enjoy these live trade videos, and do a couple things for me, hit that like button, leave a simple comment below. Those two things go a long way in communicating to me that you enjoy these videos. And then also, if you want to learn more about the tools that I'm using that you saw here, charts and all this, and how they should be used, why they are so powerful, then I do offer a free class, which I'm going to talk about right now. So hopefully you get signed up for it. And overall though, again, hit that like button. Please leave a simple comment below, and then ideally you get signed up for this free class, which, like I said, I'm going to talk about right now. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.